We're good. Um, so they decided to invite a homeless guy to speak, so I'm that token guy. Hello, everyone. I want to talk about humans being analog, too. But first, I wanted to tell about an experience I had last night. I was drinking in the park, and the Austin Police Department came up to me and said, "Is that a beer, sir?" And I said, "No, it's an upside-down cup, and I just really like hanging out here." And I walked over to another party. It's a slow crowd tonight, really. And I saw this awesome quote. "Any sufficient advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic." Think about what we use today and how that applies to what we make. When we use our cell phones, when we use our iPads, we think magic, and we've become so comfortable with this. So when we're thinking 10 years in the future, we often have to think about how awesome we have it now and kind of think, what can we do to really screw things up? So if you can clap with me 3 times, that'd make me feel really good. Ready? Sonic flare. Have you guys heard about this? NASA released a report that's saying that there's a possibility that flares on the sun will cause so much damage that it'll come through and erase all of our hard drives, perhaps having the effect of also knocking out all electricity. Now it's time to panic and freak out. This is an actual possibility. The tsunami hit yesterday, massive problem. Think about what would happen if we woke up tomorrow with no iPhones, no electricity. The notion of celebrity is basically done. We don't have any unicorns because they don't exist if we don't have the internet. And all of our Priuses and modes of transportation are suddenly really, really screwed with. But luckily we're at South by Southwest and we've got this awesome community around us. Now think about your computer. Open it up tomorrow, it's gone. You have to go to work. Is there a notion of work anymore? We are now very, very simple people. So our electronics are gone. We're just going to die, right? How many people have crackberries that think they're just going to scroll through that until the wheel breaks off? So we've got this notion, and we've got this really cool community around us, and we need to figure out what to do next. And this is a real possibility because we've got to feed ourselves. And if this were to happen next year, as it's predicted by NASA, and it's going to happen at the last day of Interactive when the music kids are showing up and everybody's kind of like, what's a hipster? And all the Interactive kids are like, look at technology and we're undermining your business plan. Take that. We're going to have this awesome war. And we're going to have this really interesting traffic problem because we're all trying to get home, or our last thought of the notion, what is home? And the planes shut down because the electronic circuits are done. And we're taking to the highways in this like long journey walk to New York or San Francisco. And there's no coverage of this. All of the traffic is just zero. There's no blogs. There's no media coverage because the media is the tallest or loudest guy in the room. So we've got this really interesting situation, and we're going to fight. We're going to fight for food, and we're going to fight for survival. And our environment is really what's going to keep us in check. We're going to go to the East Hills. We're going to go try to find Salt Lick on foot. We're really going to try to find a place where we can survive and others cannot take us down. So interesting takes on crowdsourcing will evolve. I call this asshole crowdsourcing. This is where a trash can should have been. But if we together have to come up with some things and we have badges, we're going to have a start of a new revolution and a start of a new culture. Just like 4chan started the lolcats movement that now is the cheeseburger movement, we're going to start creating our own reality and our own farms. And it's going to be the end of the world for a lot of us. There's going to be a lot of death and destruction because a lot of us never learned how to farm. A lot of us never learned our knots in the Boy Scouts. A lot of us didn't know how to cook. A lot of us don't have enough food to feed ourselves for a day. That's kind of a scary notion. I'm going to stock up on food, but I'm going to take it like a boss. I'm going to take this like a challenge, and I'm around some of the smartest people in the world. We've got electronics. We've got a guy that wants to make a laser solar cloud thingamabob cell phone tower. I didn't quite follow that, but I really want that guy on my team. So I was talking to a hipster earlier at the bar, and I asked him about that earthquake, and he said he'd never heard of it, and I told him it was big in Japan. This is a really rough crowd. Too soon. Thank you. Thank you. So the facts of reality, this is a graph that shows there's 1 million high school football players, and 30 will play more than past their 30s. So the probability of this happening is really bad, and I want to speak to that. Because this is a conspiracy theory that I want to get behind because it can be proved true or false. conspiracy theories, we don't have a lot to live up to, right? So this is a great internet comment left by Damn Dirty Ape, so it's got to be good. I see conspiracy theorists and all their loons have launched lots of this apocalypse. So this is a conspiracy theory that I and you should get behind next year, solar destruction. Thank you.